Hello guys, how's it going? My name is Dalaran, and it looks like there was one of the lesser known things that's very minor that was added for patch 8.3. We all have seen the updates that Blizzard has done to the Worgen, from the original models to the brand new ones. But it seems that Blizzard is still reiterating on Worgen. One of the things they wanted to work on are the male Worgen, what looks like running animation. This I've seen only recently, and I compared it side by side and I put this video together to show you guys any changes that happen on PTR. It's very small, very hard to notice, but I think for anybody who plays Worgen and wants to have a more menacing looking character model, this is actually quite a nice change. Now, if you're watching the video, there's a good chance you probably missed it. It's such a small change for Worgen, but let's break it down. Let's highlight exactly what they changed for them. Again, this isn't one of the changes that was actually listed on any of the PTR notes. Somebody online found out just while running around as a Worgen character, they decided to copy over to PTR servers that they do move a little bit differently, maybe even better than how they originally began. Taking a look at the Worgen on live, they look fine, but one of the things you'll notice is they're very bouncy. They're just kind of like rhythmically moving from side to side, almost like it's a bit of a dance, almost like, I guess, less menacing, but rather like almost jolly, you know, almost cartoonish, which I guess fits with the WoW aesthetic and the WoW art style. So the PTR version, when I take a look at it, looks like there's a little bit more purpose to the run itself. It looks less of a jolly sprint or a jolly prance, but rather a sprint towards, I don't know, danger, fire, the horde. It adds a little bit more realism to it. In a sense, I would describe it more heroic. Maybe it's the gear that I was wearing at the time. Maybe it's the massive sword in the back, but it definitely feels like there's a bit more weight to each step as the Worgen is running. But when you position the character from the side, this is where I noticed a couple other things as well. On the left side is the live version, while on the right side is PTR. On the left side, it looks springy. It looks like the character's moving kind of side to side a little bit, how they're twisting their upper body. On the right, they're also twisting their upper body, but the shoulders kind of clip into your head a little bit further. That means the shoulders are swinging left and right, swinging forwards in front of you, wider. The characters also looks like they're leaning forward even more, almost like they're relying for their feet to catch them while they're falling, like a heavy, massive, tall wolf person would look like. I think, again, more realistic running animation for a massive, hulking nightmare animal rather than, you know, prancing side to side, cheerfully, gleefully, Worgen. Another fact that a lot of people have mentioned is the left, which is live, feels a little bit more slidey. On live, it feels like the Worgen don't really have a firm grip on any surface to walk on. However, on right, on PTR, it feels like the feet and I guess the way that the run cycle happens There's a bit more grip to it. There's a little bit more weight to it. Like he's actually walking on something that doesn't feel like an ice skating ring. And this might honestly be one of those things where someone just might have to log on PTR, make a Worgen character on live as well, like a trial character or something, run around in the game, and then see if it feels any different. For my own personal experiences, actually playing the character and running around and seeing it on screen yourself, something definitely feels off. Like, not in a bad way, but something definitely feels different. Because I used to have Worgen character, and honestly, I might get one up and running before 8.3 for the heritage armor that they got going on, and try to unlock it on that character as well. But after having a Worgen character from a while ago and running around, they definitely did feel a little bit slidey. But these are the things you don't really notice if you're playing the game. If you're doing dungeons, raids, or PvP, and you're going through all your character animations, you never really get, I guess, discouraged from playing your character because they feel quote-unquote slidey. It's just something you notice once in a while. When I logged on PTR, I knew that something was different, but I couldn't quite put my finger on it. But off the bat, when you log on PTR and you're running on your character, looking at their back, as most of us get to experience the game, the character does move differently. I couldn't quite put a finger on exactly what's different until I was able to compare the footage, but there was definitely a little bit more of like a heavier feel. At the time, that was the best way I could describe it. I don't know if this was mentioned in some sort of a patch note for PTR or maybe with a blue post for an update. Maybe this was something I missed a while ago, but I only discovered this recently. So I wanted to share it with you guys in case you weren't aware of the Worgen running animation. Emphasis on me just finding out about it. Emphasis on maybe this was a thing for a while, but I just noticed. And this was kind of cool. This was actually kind of nice. I like it. I actually very much like this animation. I think it's a lot better than the original one. The original ones look great in terms of the textures and the animations and the models themselves, but I feel like a lot of people forgave the animation and they did notice that it felt like the character is kind of slidey, he's a little bouncy, but it's fine because it's a cool looking wolf. So it is awesome that somebody at Blizzard went in and made this change to the animation. It's a very small detail, but I think it's gonna go a long way. It feels that somebody really does care about these models and making sure that it's a quality product that everybody can play and enjoy, and that's just my favorite thing, is when they go back and they adjust things that needed to be adjusted from a while ago. But anyway, I just wanted to make a video on the Worgen change animations. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video and hopefully you like the comparison. You guys let me know in the comment below what do you think about this change, and I'll see all of you in another video.